So how many times have you been told to automate your social media postings to save you time? There are many products being promoted out there that tell you that if you do this, you can explode your social media likes, followings, subscribers, and comments. But can you? Really? Hi, I'm Suzanne Stoddard of Legitimate Affiliate Training, and I'd like to talk to you today about why these kinds of products can be so dangerous for your business and what you could do instead. And if you like my video, please hit subscribe and consider subscribing to my channel. And if you're interested in building your own online business, please click on my link below. You'll get access to free and ethical training. These are the exact steps I take to make money online. Okay, so let's talk about social media automation. I'll define it for you, talk about what softwares claim they can do for you, explain why most of these softwares are dangerous for you to use, and finally, give you some safe alternatives. So first off, what exactly is social media automation? Well, if you look at this site here from Sprout Social, it's the process of optimizing social interactions using automated tools. Okay, you can schedule your posts ahead of time or republish popular articles. So as you can see, when you look at it this way, it sounds great, doesn't it? But there are many critics of this content sharing as well. They consider it antisocial by definition. Let's take a look at what I found online here. This is from the Content Marketing Institute. What he's saying is when I follow someone, if I receive an automated direct message a few minutes later to thank me, I unfollow immediately. So he says harsh, reactionary, unnecessary? But he's not the only one. He's met many social media users, both professional and otherwise, who distrust and criticize those people using automated direct messages. So a lot of people don't like that non-human touch. So let's look at what automation softwares claim to do. Usually, any low-quality product will promise you loads of sales and leads and whatever else they say to entice you to buy. But the usual strategies are the following. Auto-commenting. We know when someone comments on one of our posts, it's important to reply if we want to keep them engaged with our brand. So the software would allow you to post a predetermined response whenever someone comments on your content. Another is auto-follow. When we start a new business, we're anxious to grow our followers, right? No matter what platform it is, we love to see a huge number of followers as a sign that we're liked and respected by many. So usually the software is designed to automatically follow other accounts. This is usually done in the hopes that whomever you follow will follow you back. Auto-subscribe. This is similar to auto-following. It's done in the hope that whatever account you subscribe to, the owner of that account would subscribe to your account in return. And then there's auto-like. Many platforms will give you more exposure if they see that your content is well liked. So that's why there are softwares up there that will get you more likes. This is usually done through bots, a paid service, or using a social exchange system. And then there's auto-watch. If you own a YouTube channel and you want to have it monetized with ads, you need to have at least 4,000 hours of watch time within the last 12 months. So you can see the desire to use a third-party service that offer packages of watch hours for X amount of dollars. And then there's auto-engagement. We all want to engage with like-minded people so that they get to know us and our business and what we have to offer. So finding ways to do this automatically on social media is a tempting solution for busy people. So why are most of these softwares dangerous to use? Well, as you can see, there are many reasons why online marketers would want to automate their social sharing features as much as possible, right? But unfortunately, there's a serious downside to many automated solutions. And many scammy marketers will try to take advantage of beginners who don't know any better in believing their many lies of making money fast and easy. They promote their low-quality software that performs dangerous automations that could get your account banned or completely removed from social media. That's why these types of products are dangerous for beginners. So let's look at what can happen with each of these automated features. So with auto commenting, many of these scammy products will use keywords to find content for your automated comments. But just because it contains a certain keyword doesn't mean your comment will be relevant. For example, your business may provide services or products for pet owners, and your keyword is dog. So what do you think will happen if your comment is something like, "What a beautiful dog you have. Aren't they amazingly loyal and fun?" But the article or video was about someone who is extremely sad because they just lost their beloved pet. The owner of the content would most likely recognize your comment as spam and report you. And if it's YouTube, 3 strikes against their spamming policy and your account will be taken down. And this is what it says right in YouTube's help section. Here it says, if your content violates this policy of spam, by the way, we'll remove the content and send you an email, let you know. If it's your first time violating the community guidelines, you'll get a warning with no penalty to your channel. If not, we'll issue a strike against your channel. If you get 3 strikes, your channel will be terminated. So they're not fooling around. They are really discouraging spam on their platform. So what should you do instead? I found an article here from paulbars.com, and he had gone over the different facts about autoblog commenting. And down at the bottom here, he says, his best advice is if you choose half a dozen good traffic blogs and post comments regularly on them. Interact with other commenters and interact with the owners. The kind of traffic this will bring you is far more profitable than the random traffic generated through some virtual link posted randomly on tens of thousands of most likely unrelated and seriously low traffic blogs. So the best thing you can do is to comment manually as soon as you can when you receive a comment. The next thing is auto following. There are many opinions about this practice, let alone automizing it. The follows you get are only reciprocal. They're not sincere. These people aren't interested in your business or wanting any kind of relationship with you. And because of this, many platforms set limits on their types of behavior. On this site, izod.com, they talk about Instagram limitations. And this has to do specifically with the follow-unfollow technique. They say that depending on your account and the previous account activities that Instagram has seen you do, it can be different for different people. It depends on a lot of factors, on how old your account is, the number of your followers, your account engagement, and your account activity. So what they're saying is the follow-unfollow strategy is count as the same actions, and the daily limit is 200. 10 follows and unfollows per hour would keep your account safe and saves your account from being suspended. So they remind you that you would need to start slow and gradually increase week by week. And then they go on to talk about how many likes, how many comments, how many captions. Okay, I'll leave the link for this article below for you. So you can see now why it's so easy for a beginner to fall into the trap of overdoing it. Many scammy products won't tell you about these limitations, and Instagram will quickly detect that you're not doing any of this manually, and you'll quickly lose your account. So what should you do instead? Well, take a look at this article here by Neil Patel. He is a top influencer online and really knows his stuff. This guide is for building a killer Instagram following, and he's going to show you the proper techniques so that you don't get into trouble. This is quite a lengthy article, but it's very detailed, so I'll leave the link for you below so that you can read it through on your own time. The next one is the auto-subscribing. Many vendors will tell you things like, if you subscribe to their channel, they'll subscribe to yours in return. Really? Do you believe that? On my channel, my subscribers increase on a daily basis, and I'm very thankful for that. But do I check on each person that subscribes to my channel? Rarely. And do I immediately follow their channels? No. It just doesn't work that way. It would take everyone hours to be checking up on everyone's channel who subscribes to yours, and we just don't have time to do that. And there's always the chance that you're being followed by a bot or by a spammer who's just hoping to do exactly that you'll follow them back. And you certainly don't want to follow people like that. So what should you do instead? The best way to encourage people to subscribe to your channel or your website, the best way is to simply ask. Did you notice at the beginning of this video when I asked you to subscribe to my channel? You want subscribers who are genuinely interested in your business, and you want these numbers to grow organically. If you take a look at this article by Andrew Lee, he has one here about how to make more YouTube subscribers in 2020 by making a channel subscribe link. Now this is very easy to do, and you'll notice I have one below in my description. And once you have your link created, you can post it anywhere you want online. It doesn't have to remain on YouTube. So again, I'll leave this link for you below. So next one is Auto Like. A popular tool back in the day was called Auto Liker, which was basically a like-for-like tool. And unfortunately, there are still many products being promoted today doing the same thing. It basically automates likes from each registered user. So depending on how many users there are, when you register, you could get hundreds of new likes all at once. But can you see the problem here? Let's say you were getting about 50 likes on your social media platform, and then all of a sudden, you get like 750 or something in one day, in one fell swoop. So what do you think will happen? Yep, you're right. That platform will automatically assume it's spam and that you've come up with an artificial way to increase your likes. And they're right. But then what happens? Well, you're actually breaking their terms and conditions, and they don't take kindly to that. Take a look at a few examples. Here on Facebook, it specifically says, do not engage in or claim to engage in coordinated, inauthentic behavior. When you buy a product that has all its members sharing likes and comments and all that type of thing, that is a coordinated, inauthentic behavior. And they're smart enough to figure that out. So what should you do instead? Well, here's another article from Post Planner. And here he talks about how to get more likes on Facebook in 2021 and reach millions. Okay, he updated this just recently, and he goes through the different steps that you can take to get all the likes you're hoping to get. And this is done the honest and ethical way, okay? Again, this is a really good article. I'll leave the link for you below. The next thing is Auto Watch. Many channel owners on YouTube want to monetize their accounts as soon as possible so that they can make more money with ad revenue. But YouTube requires you to have 4,000 valid public watch hours in the last 12 months, among other requirements. This is a way the scammy vendors can take advantage of newbies, providing them with something that can get them monetized sooner so that they can make all this money in no time. But how many beginners will research the YouTube community guidelines first to see if it's safe to use? Right, no one. If they did the research, this is what they'd find. YouTube specifically says that it doesn't allow anything that artificially increases the number of views, likes, comments, or other metric through automated systems. So they don't take kindly to that. And there's also another unethical way of doing it. It's not illegal, but it's certainly something that YouTube will pick up on. You can go to a service and you can actually pay for a certain number of watch hours. Like in this case, you can get 1,000 watch hours for $79. Now, I don't know for sure if this is done by actual human eyeballs or if it's just bots going through your videos and making it appear that they are watched. But again, think about this for a minute. Don't you think YouTube could figure out if you've artificially increased your watch hours? They might not catch you right away, but they will eventually. And when they do, you could lose your account and your channel will be taken down. So what should you do instead? Well, the best and safest way is to accumulate watch hours honestly, like this article here from Gotcha SEO. And it talks about how you can get your 4,000 watch hours on YouTube. It walks you through a 7-step process to achieve just that. Okay, this is a great article. Yes, and again, I'll leave you the link below. Okay, the next thing is auto-engage. This is again an automated system that creates the sense that you're engaging with other people or businesses in your niche. And it's again an artificial engagement. If you're not personally or manually commenting or liking other content, it's fake, right? Melanie Dodaro of Top Dog Special Media has spent a decade of trial and error learning how to build relationships with people online. And in her article here called Social Media Automation, What You Can and Can't Automate, she shares with you her number one rule of scheduling any kind of content. She says, this is her number one rule, you should never try to schedule or automate your engagement. Social media is just that, social. When someone replies or otherwise engages with something you've posted, respond to them in real time rather than scheduling your responses via a third-party application. And then she goes on with some other rules and things that you should and shouldn't do. So what should you do instead? As you read through the rest of her article, she shares with you the activities you can schedule on different social media platforms. This is all great advice, and I'll leave this article for you below. So what are some safe alternatives for you? Well, first of all, when you come across a product promotion offering you to automate things just so you can make more sales and leads and all that kind of stuff, don't believe them. It's all a lie. And these products have never been approved by social media platforms to begin with. All they'll do is get you banned and lose your accounts. There are very few services out there that are specifically approved by these social media platforms. But there are a few services that are approved. And these are primarily scheduling apps. And here are 3 of them for you. Number 1 is Buffer. This has 2 different tools. One called Publish allows you to plan and publish your content on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and LinkedIn, all from the same dashboard. And the other is called Analyze. It gives you your analytics and reports. Here it is here. And if you look at their products, these are their 2 products. Okay, this is a very good product and something safe for you to use. These are their plans pricings. This is for the Publish tool and then for the Analyze tool. Now, the nice thing is that you can get a 14-day free trial with all of these plans. And if at the end of your trial you decide that you can't afford the monthly plan, you can downgrade to their free plan. The free plan only allows you 3 social channels and 10 scheduled posts, but it's much more limited, but it's certainly okay for a new business or startup. The next product is called Hootsuite. This is a scheduling service to help manage your accounts on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and YouTube, all on one platform. Here's their website here, okay, and it talks about everything that they provide. And if you want to see their pricing plans, you can start with the free plan and go up from there. Their free plan is again limited, and their pricing packages look like this. So the first one up is $29 a month, and it gives you all of these features, and it goes up from there. The third one is called Tailwind, and this is a scheduling tool for Pinterest and Instagram only. You can sign up with them for free, and they talk about all the different things that you can do. The free trial is again limited, but it has no time limit. So you can stay a free member for as long as you want. And then from there, you can go up to their different pricing plans. Okay, the Pinterest, each plan is separate for each platform. The Pinterest one is $9.99 a month. The Instagram, $9.99 a month. This is if you pay annually. And then they have different features you can add on. There's a Tailwind Create, a Smart Loop, and a Tailwind Communities. These are all excellent tools, and they'll help you streamline your content creation and your scheduling. And if you use them the way they're supposed to be used, you're going to be safe. You're not going to break any of the terms and conditions on the different platforms. So thanks so much for sticking with me to the end of my video. I hope you found value and that now you know what to stay away from and what's safe to use. If you like the information I provided, please hit like and consider subscribing to my channel. That way you'll be notified whenever I create a new video as I publish them. And don't forget to click my link below for access to a free and actionable blueprint to build your first online business. And don't think that just because it's free, it's not any good. You'll be surprised by the amount of detail in this 12 steps, and you'll get all the help that you need. So until next time, cheers!